Hey, hi Sahil.
Hi, Samira.
Thanks for making time to come on our podcast.
My
Uh,
pleasure.
right. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself? What do you do? Where are you from?
Okay. My complete name is Sahil Dua. I'm based in Faridabad, Haryana. Born in New Delhi. So I lived most of my life in Delhi NCR region, be it schooling, graduation, or my job. Uh, I always wanted to be a chef, but my mother wa wanted me out of the kitchen. As I bring so much mess,
Indian
so I
parents,
keep
right?
So I keep watching MasterChef on Sony Live. That keeps her happy, and me too.
Nice.
I'm a father of a 7-year young daughter. I live with my wife, daughter, and my parents. It's fun and challenging at the same time. Regarding my professional work, I work as a product manager in a US-based organization, and everything keeps me busy most of the time of the day. That's about me.
Uh, so you spend your weekends
Uh,
watching MasterChef, and I'm guessing spend time with your daughter.
yes, of course.
So you and your family like to travel? You three of you all travel, or like five of you all travel? How is that?
Yeah, everything happens. The least I travel is with my own self. I travel a lot with my wife and daughter, and uh, every time a new place, definitely exploring new things that keeps my daughter happy and me occupied again. And once in 6 months, I travel with my parents wherever they want.
Nice. Can you tell us a little bit about the retreat that you went on? What was it like? Where was it? What was your experience? The highlights.
Yeah, so so the retreat I went is with my own self. So it was a spiritual retreat, not a regular expedition or something. It happened in Gurgaon, and I was associated with one of the organization, spiritual organization, where I went for the retreat. It helped me in a rejuvenation, a moment of enlightenment, self-realization, a lot of great experiences. So we, as a IT professionals, get very less time with own self or the family. So this retreat happens for all the IT professional across the country. So we get together, get get to know many experiences by the wisdom keepers and the industry leaders, how they cope up with the challenges in the IT industry, and how to how keeping that hustle and bustle in life, how to spend time with ourselves and bring happiness all together with facing those challenges.
That's great. That's great, Sahil. So how long was your retreat? The one that you took in Gurgaon?
So the retreat was around 4 days. The first day went on for registration and understanding the process, everything, and rest of the 3 days were a lot of sessions, practical sessions as well, and we were able to know each other.
Can you shed some light on what are the activities that you all did in the 3 days, and how many people were in that retreat? How did you connect with the people?
So there were around more than 500 people in that retreat, and
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
we were in the batches of 5 people, like 5 members in one batch who were sharing their rooms and spending most of the time with each other. And the batch we created was from different groups from the IT domains, so that we came to know about each other domains as well, and we were able to share our experiences. And the activities that we did was, since it was a spiritual retreat, a lot of time we spent in meditations, and there were live experiences and interactive sessions that happened to help us understand how we can deal our time, how we can manage our time, how we can be even more productive, even if we are busy in our day-to-day work. That was the few moments I remember about that retreat.
So are you still connected with the people that you met at the retreat? Do you still interact with them?
Yes, a few.
Yeah. Okay. Do you like practice the things that you learned in the session? Do you still follow them as
Yes,
guidelines?
yes,
And
yes.
how
So,
has it made an impact? How when was this retreat that you taken? How many days ago?
so the retreat happens every quarter, I guess, but I attended, I think, last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you see like a
So
difference this year compared to your last year self? Do you see the difference?
obviously, yes, I saw a lot of difference, not just by understanding the things, but by practicing those things that were taught in that retreat. Also, by knowing the importance of spending time with self is an important thing to realize. Bringing attention to self is very important. We always try to take care of people around us, making them happy, raising standard of living and whatnot. Never cared about own self. So it was uh, usually it's not a good practice for a longer run. So this retreat is not a kind of escape, but a moment of recollecting the self and be grounded.
So that's a powerful aha moment, right? To say I have to pay attention to myself. Like you said,
Yeah.
we are not a society who are taught that or anything. We're always like, how do we get richer? How do we get more
Yeah.
successful? And all of that. But it's very nice to hear that. Let me take a step back and ask you, how did you find about this retreat? What was going on in your life when you started looking out for one? Or
Hmm.
why did you go looking for a retreat? How did that happen?
So I came to know about this retreat from a like social media campaigns that runs every now and then. So there was a post on the YouTube and the LinkedIn as well from the organization that I was connected to, and that
What
caught
is it
me
called?
attention.
Sorry, Sahil. What is the retreat called? Or what is the organization called? I'm sure there'll be people interested to know about what is it
So the
called?
organization is Brahma Kumaris, and the retreat is for IT professionals.
Okay.
So
Uh,
what was your last question? I missed that.
sorry, you were talking about how you found about
Yeah.
this retreat and why you were
So
looking for one.
yeah. So they keep posting new uh, updates about the new retreats every now and then on the social media, so that new people join and get benefit from those retreats. And why I chose to be a part of that retreat was something really personal, and but I can share few things that with as I mentioned that IT professional are or IT job is not really easy like other complex jobs. So it's kind of hustle and bustle that we have to deal with. We
Right.
keep ourselves occupied. We have to declutter at some point of time. So that that moment where I was very much occupied by after my marriage and the child, raising up a child, it was keeping a lot more busy. I wanted to spend some time with myself. I thought that this chance will help me realize and able to give uh, the time for me. I think it was well spent 4 days and I made most of it.
Um, so, Sahil, like you're a family man and you have the responsibilities of a kid, your parents, and you have to like devote some time after your work to family, wife, etc. How did they react that you want to go on a solo journey for 4 days and breaking from that responsibility? How was their reaction?
So it was a kind of deal that I did. I what I did is I took my family for another retreat before my expedition. So I took them for a vacation. They were happy. I then discussed that this is my plan for the next month, and everyone agreed to that since they were enjoying and still having moments of remembrance that they had a vacation last month.
That's a smart way to do it. I have to give it to you.
Yeah.
Did any of them want to try this retreat? Any of your family or friends that you've talked to about this retreat? Was anybody curious?
Uh, my mom, yes.
Has she gone or is she planning to go?
No, she's encouraging me so that I can take her over next time.
That's nice.
You should make that happen sometime. I'm sure it'll be, useful,
Yeah.
helpful for her.
That's nice.
Uh, do you think, I mean, you mentioned how it was a spiritual retreat, it made you calmer, it made you reflect on yourself, do some inner work. Do you
hmm
think you were more available for your daughter? Did it make you like a better parent? Did that have any effect on your parent-child relationship?
Yes. Not directly, but indirectly, yes, it brought lot of self-realization and how I react to different situations. So the situations cannot be changed. There are a lot of external factors in every situation. What can be changed or what can I do is most important. How I react to the situation. There can be a shouting kid, there can be a shouting wife, there can be many, many more complex situations. But what I can do is how I handle those situations and how I react, how I perceive that, and how overall I handle this. So this kind of realization and practice were the key takeaways from that retreat. So definitely all those indirectly understanding those nitty-gritties and understanding how to manage those situations is how it helped me becoming a better uh, father or a better husband.
That's great. That's lovely to hear. Um, so you said this happens once a year. Do you plan to go on it next year as well, or do you
Yes,
like set practice for me?
I've already registered. I think
What were some favorite moments of yours from the retreat, or where you felt like you had a powerful aha moment, or you had a really fun time with the group of five that you mentioned? What are some like your top three favorite moments from the retreat?
so. One moment I still remember is one person in my batch uh, got interviewed once in my company, and he still remembers the HR of the company, who is a very jolly good fellow, and he keeps he talks in a way, he entertains the other person, he interact with the person, and keeping a mark on that person that he will be well remembered. So he was talking about my HR and he was how he faced the interview, but however the interview had gone, but he still remember the person name, how he interacted with him. So by that interaction, I came to know that wherever you are, whatever you do, it's your words that will make you remember for a very long time. It's the behavior, how you interact with other person will make you remember.
You mentioned you were in batches of five, right? Were these people also from Gurgaon? Were they from across the country? Did
They
you
were
meet
from
somebody?
different regions of the countries. One from Bangalore and one from Chennai, two from Haryana. Yeah.
Interesting. Was that, I'm guessing even at work you have a very multicultural experience, right? So I'm guessing it should be very straightforward to navigate that space, like to
Yes, yes,
with people.
it was fun to mingle with people of different cultures and backgrounds. I've met a person. who used to spend 6 months in reading and other 6 months of the year in working for a company. So he spends a lot of time with him, knowing about the world. Spending 6 months in just reading about everything in the world is quite a good time. So
I'm guessing that person is
there were a lot
very.
of different people I came to know.
So, that's a very, I think, liberating experience, right? To meet with different people who are from different backgrounds. And like you said, you meet somebody who's not working for 6 months and spending time on themselves. You suddenly have a new perspective in life. What was the stay and food like? Did you find it convenient to stay there? Did was something missing? Did you want something more?
So how I started the retreat, I didn't expected anything that I'll get this treatment, I'll get comfy beds, I'll get five-star food. So whatever keeps coming to me surprised me, and it was beyond my expectations since my expectations were zero. Everything kept me happy and kept me felt contented. So it was a great experience for me.
Was the kind of food served part of the program? Like some places have, say, plant-based food or sattvic food. Was the food based on the program, or you had the
No,
liberty
no.
to choose what you eat?
So except non-veg, there was everything.
Okay, great, great.
So most retreats that we see are like, 15, 20, 30 people max. So when you said 500 people, I was taken aback, to be honest. So how big is like how many coaches or how many retreat leaders? How does that work? Was it one
So the
person leading
session
all
was
500
conducted.
people? Is it like, sorry, please go ahead.
Yes, yes. So every session was conducted and led by just one person. There are few activities that were conducted, like the special meditation activities, or some guidance were conducted in small batches of 100 each. There was a activity where everyone was encouraged to show their leadership skills as well as how they manage the complex situations. So that those were handled by um, like few heads there, and we were distributed among 20 in one group. So that's all how it was managed.
Did they have like any yoga, physical activity?
Yes, yes. Every morning, the morning was started with the energetic yoga sessions, then with meditation, and then the regular breakfast and other activities.
Were you into spirituality before this retreat, Sahil? I'm just curious.
Yes, I
Okay.
was being the part of this organization for around 2, 3 years. So,
So if you have somebody around and they're contemplating on whether to go on retreat, or you see somebody like a co-IT professional who's in that chaos right now in their life, or the imbalance that they're feeling, what is your advice to them, whether they should go on the retreat and how that would change them?
hmm. So, uh, mm, like I take life as full of surprises. So if anyone is not feeling challenged, is anyone is feeling bored, I would encourage them to go on a retreat and find yourself. And if anyone is like overwhelmed by their situations in their life, I think one should go there, and I can convince him or her by my experiences. And you never know which box have the treasure, but you have to open it once. Just thinking of the treasure won't gonna make you rich.
That is so true.
That's a lovely way to put it. Yeah, this
I think those are all the questions we had. Did you have any?
No, I think we're good. It was actually really great to talk to you and to see your spiritual journey and how it's reformed you.
Thank you.
Thanks for making time for us. Do you